Hello YouTube, back at you from Deception Stoppers. So I just want to show you guys a few things here, what we talked about in the video that we made earlier today. Basically, this is the material from this is regarding this new divorce case which was filed last month. Okay, so you guys know of Stacey Gilbert. She's no stranger. You guys know how criminal she is and how unethical her practices are. So I'm going to show you guys a few things. I'm not going to show you everything here because I don't want to make this video extremely long. I just want to show you like just some important stuff. So let's look at the let me see. She has her motion to dismiss in. Let's look at this motion to dismiss real quick. Let's see what she's talking about. Okay, this is just talking about the original divorce complaint that was filed in Columbus, Ohio. So basically what she's trying to do in this here, let me see it. Accordingly, the Summit County case should be dismissed. Wife not only filed divorce first in Franklin County, but husband was served in that case well before he ever filed for divorce in Summit County. In consideration of the foregoing, this case is not properly before this court. Accordingly, plaintiff's complaint should be dismissed with prejudice. Defendant is filing an answer contemporaneously with this motion. Should the court not grant this motion or find that it has jurisdiction over any issue, defendant requests appropriate time to file any and all other responsive pleadings, affidavits, counterclaims, etc. within 28 days after the court's decision. In addition, should the court not grant this motion, defendant requests that the hearing set for July 12, 2008 be continued to a date time after wife files her additional responsive pleadings and to a date at time convenient to the court, all attorneys and all parties. Wife also requests attorney fees incurring in the filing prosecution of this motion. Further evidence on the issue will be presented at a hearing on this motion. Finally, defendant requests such other relief the court find. Okay, so that's her basically here. She basically asked for this case to get dismissed and trying to get, she asked for two things here. She's trying to get this case dismissed, and she asked for like some more time, push the dates out as they've been doing in the divorce case in Columbus, Ohio. Okay, so there's something else. So yeah, she's basically asking for a continuance there and asking for the case get thrown out. Judge wasn't having it. The next day, the judge put an order out. That judge wasn't having it, man. She put this out. She said initial pre-trial conference is scheduled for the above captioned case before Judge Catherine Cook on the 12th. It's that original, that date. It says the attorneys says the attorneys or unrepresented parties shall report to the court on the status of discovery and case summary, status of any pending motion before the court, CPO case number, witness list, expert witnesses and their reports, this stuff. Okay, I can't wait. I really can't wait. Cause yeah. Look at this shit. Documents to be exchanged before discovery deadline. Look at this list here. Credit reports from all three reporting agencies. You see all this? You want to fucking hide money? assets and shit. Because we sure told him, and we told him that she was hiding, that her attorney, Stacey Gilbert, concealed assets at her law firm. And see, this is not even discovery. This is before discovery. They asking for this stuff. So let us catch you liquidating shit and doing all that illegal shit. It's gonna be bad for you. It's gonna be real bad for you. Your ass is gonna be going through hell. You're gonna be destroyed mentally. That's what's gonna happen. Fucking around with these crooks, unethical. Thought y'all were doing something and gonna get away with this shit. Try to bring this corrupt activity up to Summit County, lying and shit.
Right.
Talking about some ain't no and her oh yeah, I'm gonna show you guys that. She was talking about some there is no final appealable order. I believe it's in her response, Stacey Gilbert's response. No, wait, no, it's not that one. I think it was in that motion to dismiss. It was in one of them. She was trying to say there is no, yeah, when she was trying to say that, well, there's a, basically, there's a pending divorce going on in Columbus, Ohio, and there's no final appealable order, so we shouldn't be having a case going on up here in Akron. Look, you know that and look, check out our response to her. Let me show you this. Let me show you what deception stoppers do over here. This is a reply to that bullshit that she submitted. Check this out. This is how we do things over here. Oh, what happened? Oh, look at this. This is our response. See this? I'm gonna let y'all check this out. Look at this shit. Plaintiff's reply in opposition to defendant's motion to dismiss and plaintiff's motion to disqualify opposing counsel. So basically, this was our response to what she was talking about. She was talking about how there's no final appealable order and you know that bullshit, and how she wanted to throw the case out because of that bullshit. And also we have this qualification motion to disqualify her because it'll be a conflict of interest because she's named in a lawsuit. She's a criminal. How you gonna come from a fraudulent divorce that was closed, terminated, over to another divorce case and continue lying on the record, lying? Look at this. Now comes Moses Manuel McCormick with all rights and immunities secured by the Ohio Constitution and U.S. Constitution pro se plaintiff, pursuant to the rules. Hereby request this court to deny the defendant's motion to dismiss. The defendant's counsel is inadequate to represent her in this case. The defendant's counsel attorney, Stacey Gilbert, is a co-defendant in a civil lawsuit with a tort claim pending against attorney Stacey Gilbert. Her appearance on this case will cause a conflict of interest. Here's the memorandum in support, introduction. Plaintiff Moses Manuel McCormick filed a divorce in the Summit County Court of Common Pleas, Domestic Division on April 12, 2018. Plaintiff Moses Manuel McCormick is a resident of Summit County, Akron, Ohio, and is exercising the rights secured by the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution in this court. Service was completed upon the defendant of April 25, 2018, according to the court docket. The plaintiff and the defendant separated for irreconcilable differences in 2015. The parties both are the parents of 3 minor children. The parties were previously involved in a divorce case in Franklin County Domestic Court in Columbus, Ohio. The divorce case was filed on June 14, 2016. The defendant made a divorce complaint with complete false information and no witnesses or witness statements. She was assisting with the help of attorney Stacey Gilbert, who acted as a witness for the defendant in previous divorce case. So a lot of this stuff I talked about in previous videos, Attorney Stacey Gilbert testified complete false information. She basically acted as a witness, which is illegal. If you, as an attorney, you can't be a witness for your client. That's totally illegal. But at the time, they say, okay, you going to be her witness. We're going to do this. He doesn't know the law, and we're going to get him like that. This is what they try to do, and their asses got caught. She concealed marital property at the law office of William L. Geary, LPA, for the defendant, and she conspired with Magistrate Brian K. Elliott and Judge Kim A. Brown in an attempt to unlawfully force the plaintiff to settle out of court to prevent defendant Xiu Chun Lu from dispensing marital assets, and also to try to force Magistrate Brian K. Elliott's legal nullity court order unlawfully. As a result, all of those acts committed in the divorce case, the case was terminated on August 31st, 2017. See Exhibit Show attached herein. Plaintiff had been forced to file bankruptcy as he is a victim of many unlawful acts committed in the Franklin County Domestic Court. This is the main reason why the plaintiff Moses McCormick is in bankruptcy, which is contrary to the facts of this situation. Nothing makes sense because attorney Stacey Gilbert made unlawful promises to defendant Xiu Chun Lu that are repugnant to the Ohio Constitution and the United States Constitution. Attorney Stacey Gilbert should be disqualified from this action herein because it would cause a significant conflict of interest and further damage upon the plaintiff. Attorney Stacey Gilbert is a respondent appeals case in the 10th District Court of Appeals in Columbus, Ohio. See Exhibit 100 attached herein. Plaintiff Moses McCormick has not seen his children in more than a year, and he is seeking to have his rights adjudicated in his court. Additionally, attorney Stacey Gilbert falsely asserted that there was no final appealable order in the Columbus divorce case between Moses McCormick and defendant Xiu Chun Lu. The statement was completely false. Also see Exhibit F9 attached herein. These exhibits corroborate and exemplify that attorney Stacey Gilbert is inadequate as counsel for the defendant, and that her practice in law are unethical and criminal. She's not even wholly before the court, and she is already lying on the record. This attorney should be disqualified for the reasons set forth herein in Law and Argument section herein. 14. Law and Argument, 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution. Liberty Clause gives parents a right to the custody and the care of their minor children. The plaintiff invokes his right in this jurisdiction in the court. The 14th Amendment also guarantees the plaintiff due process of law, which is something he was denied in Columbus divorce case 16 DR 2058. The plaintiff is willing to be fair and reasonable and submit a shared parenting agreement with this court. The plaintiff would like to request that attorney Stacey Gilbert is off this case to ensure an ethical divorce in accordance with the Ohio Revised Code. Disqualification of attorney Stacey Gilbert is absolutely necessary to counter the significant risk of a violation of the Code of Professional Responsibility. Phillips. I'm not gonna read all that. So basically, this is the exhibit here showing how that case was terminated and how there is a final appealable order. You see that? Notice a final appealable order. And it's so funny because this final appealable order is from the magistrate's order. Because see what they try to do, this is what they try to do. I'll tell you what they try to do. When a lawsuit was filed against them judges, they tried to use this final appealable order to make some res judicata apply, so they can use that and say that it was remedy and that we have no and they could throw the lawsuit out. That's what they try to do. Stupid. And these are just other exhibits, more exhibits. These are just more exhibits. Yeah. See that? Final appealable order again. This is what, and she talking about there is no final appealable order. Lying. She has no credibility. She's losing credibility already. That's why the judge did what she did. Right the next day, the judge put that order out and said, y'all gonna be in court. Y'all coming to court. You ain't got no damn credibility. Moses McCormick and Mark McCormick traveled to Columbus, Ohio on May 10th, 2018 and obtained this print screen from the clerk. We wanted a copy of the final billable order, but the clerk said something strange was happening with the file and system. He stated that the final billable order was unavailable. The counsel for Children Lewis, Stacey Gilbert, who alleges that there is and never wasn't any final billable order. Stacey Gilbert is currently also a defendant in the civil conspiracy lawsuit. In the Franklin County Court of Common Pleas, she is a criminal. I'm going to read this last thing because we have an affidavit on here. Oh, here it is. Check this. This is our nav. This is an affidavit. See this? Plaintiff Moses Mawin McCormick is currently involved in the civil action lawsuit against attorney Stacey Gilbert and her employer, the law offices of William Geary, LPA. The case 17 CB 003086 is in the Franklin County Court of Common Pleas. The case is currently in the 10th District Court of Appeals. Stacey Gilbert is a criminal who engaged in organized theft and the sale of constitutional rights. Stacey Gilbert's appearance in the case herein will create a prejudice toward the plaintiff Moses McCormick due to the fact that she is being sued for slander and libel and defamation. She is a defendant in the current case with the plaintiff. She has committed a number of unethical, unconstitutional, fraudulent acts in the last divorce case. In Franklin Domestic Court, Stacey Gilbert should be immediately disqualified. She is not adequate and will cause nothing but further burdens and problems therein. Yeah. Because all she gonna do is get more people in trouble. She already got enough people in trouble in Columbus, Ohio. She got a lot of people in trouble. You got judges in trouble. You got police in trouble. All these people are in trouble because y'all been helping each other. This is a civil conspiracy. And then y'all trying to get out of it. Y'all want to go to court, running like bitches. Don't want to come to hearings, running, forging motherfucking signature on paperwork. And now that your ass is caught, you don't want to come and take responsibility for this shit. What kind of shit is this? This is why motherfuckers get killed out here. This is exactly why motherfuckers get murdered and shit. Fucking with people's family and fucking with people's money and shit. And you wonder why motherfuckers go on mass killing sprees and shit. Cause y'all don't want to do y'all's fucking job. Letting people do this crazy shit. But no, we ain't that stupid. We gonna do it the worst way. We gonna do it in a way that's gonna make you fucking mentally destroyed. This shit gonna fuck with you for the rest of your life. Your ass gonna suffer. Because ain't gonna be no getting no sleep. You ain't getting no sleep. You ain't gonna get no sleep until this shit is over with. Thinking you gonna get away with this shit. It ain't gonna happen. This shit is crazy. Y'all try to steal somebody's money and shit. And then we'll get caught and then you want to run away like some fucking bitches. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. I can't wait till the time to go to court. We're gonna embarrass the fuck out of y'all. That's what we gonna do. But yeah, I wanted to just show that to you guys, let you guys see that. And that's what we got going on here. Criminals. Straight criminals. Shit wasn't even intricate. This shit was fucking amateur. No brains went into this shit. But yeah, that is it. I'm going to conclude this video. And like I said in the other video, I'm going to keep you guys updated, abreast on everything. Everything that goes on throughout this case. This is a new case. Shit will be updated. So stay tuned. Peace out.